Hello everybody, my name is Robert and this is Review Clue. So today I am super excited to be sharing with you the first ever beta release build of Windows 11 that is publicly available for you to go and download right now if you're on the Windows Insider program. So as we can see, I'm running Windows 11 Pro. The update is 2.1H2. The OS build version is 22000.15. There are a few features omitted from this update, likewise of the new Windows Store. There is no Teams integration throughout the OS right now, but there is still a hell of a lot to talk about, so without further ado, let's just jump right into it. But of course, if this is the first time that you're seeing me on your screen or Windows 11 on your screen, then don't forget to get down there, hit the subscribe button, smash that bell notification icon so you get notified every time I upload. Every time there's a new build of Windows 11 on the dev platform, I'm going to be doing a video just like this so we can track what's changed and really what's new. So while we're here, we may as well get started here. This is the brand new and overhauled Settings tab. So the Settings app has always stayed very much the same. I'm intrigued to see if Control Panel is still a thing, but the new Settings is definitely here. We can see the name of the computer and exactly what it is, and everything is just a little more well laid out. I kind of know where to go to look for everything. So we have a new thing called Clipboard History. So if we press Windows V, it's going to bring up everything that we've had in our clipboard up to this point, which is really interesting. The amount of times I copy and paste things and I need the previous thing that I copied, it's just going to be so useful to be able to have clipboard history right here. We can dig around in these settings all we like. There's some new stuff for Bluetooth, everything looks a lot nicer and cleaner, but as we go down to the Personalization tab, we can see some new themes. These themes are really easy to swap between. So now we can see in the background we've got this new lovely white, but you will notice that actually as we change between them, things don't always change as we expect them to. So everything takes a little while to propagate and we get some issues, but this is of course a beta build, so we expect some of these issues. We can do a lot of nice stuff with background images and colours. This is all pretty much what we expect. So let's toggle some of these. I use this mainly for gaming, creativity and entertainment. So this is the new app. It's really nice and simple and much better laid out. I really like the way it looks, and we're seeing this frosted glass look going on as well. We can see some of the colour bleeding through from my background image here. We actually do have some new Windows updates as well. So we're moving on to .NET 4.8 and just some security updates. So we'll let it do that in the background. We're going to close out of the app and we can see the brand new background that we have here. So as we take a look along the bottom, there's a couple of different things that we can look at. Let's take a look at the calendar first. We have calendar and notifications, and just look at these animations. It's really nice to see everything sliding in from bottom to top. We've got all of our notifications along the top that I'm just going to clear for now. And we have the new calendar as well. Everything looks much more unified than it did before. We also have the new on-screen keyboard. This keyboard is actually really clever and interesting. So I'm going to just hide that calendar away. Keyboard layouts. Our default layout is just the normal Windows keyboard with that new glass effect as well. But we can also go ahead and put emojis and even send GIFs directly from the keyboard. If we wanted to as well, we can move over to a slightly smaller one. This is maybe for use if you're typing one-handed in the corner of your screen. This is better for tablet devices. And we also have the traditional and handwriting as well. Handwriting was really clever. I'm actually doing all of this with a mouse, as I'm sure you can hear. So it's pretty quick. I'm quite impressed by the new keyboard, if that's something that you care about. Let's go ahead and jump right into that Windows bar though, because obviously this has all changed and it's really nice. I like this new rounded off corner and the new Mac style look that they've gone with. In the recommended tab we can see some of the things that I've opened in the past and that I might want to open again soon, for example my D&D notes. But as we go to the All Apps section, this looks a little more what we would expect from a Windows platform. We can move this off to the left hand side as well if we did desire to do so in the future. I'm not going to bother. Many of the apps look very much the same. So the notepad just looks like a normal notepad. But when we move into the File Explorer, everything looks a little different. We don't see this ribbon bar anymore along the top for one. Everything looks a lot cleaner and more unified. But my real issue is I don't know if I like how simple it has become now. I liked having all the options along the top in that ribbon bar. We can see that I can go ahead and create a new folder or a new item quite quickly, but it just doesn't feel quite right to me. Maybe it will just take some getting used to because it's new and it's just not something that we have used before in the past. Obviously we've got the notifications as well, and our widgets panel. We can see the time, we can see a couple of those widgets, and we can move them around if we need to. And we also have all of the new news stories as well. I don't suspect I'll be spending a lot of time in the widgets panel, but it is one of the best places to see that new glass effect coming into play. We also have the multiple desktops as well, so let's open up my second desktop, and I'm intrigued to see if I remove maybe one from background image from one, and then I move back, is it going to be removed from them all? It is. So it does make me wonder if that's something that they're going to do in the future, that we can change that. Let's go ahead and go into Personalize though and change the background image. This is something that it definitely does support. Multiple backgrounds for different ones. So let's choose... How do we choose a new image here? Browse? No? Okay, let's jump back and choose one of the preset themes. And as we go back to our multiple desktops, yep, it's kept it. So it hasn't kept the theming the same, so we've got white across both now, but I suppose that's not such a big issue. Also, as we hover over that, we see the new task view, we can see the new desktops, and we can do whatever we need to with them. As we hover over the magnify or the full screen button, we can also move them to wherever we need to. This is not particularly fast. I suspect this will get faster over time. This is beta software after all. So what else have we got to show you? Well, we've got obviously Windows Terminal, that's back, and inside of our display settings here, we can actually see HDR as well. This isn't something that my monitor supports, but you can set up HDR from inside these settings. Nightlight is just that. It takes away some of that harmful white light. And the multiple displays as well, I don't have multiple displays connected, but if I did, we could toggle remembering where everything was and minimizing the windows when we go ahead and disconnect that monitors. Finally, we have the Windows Store as well. As I mentioned, this looks basically the same. We haven't got any of the nice new updates from the Windows Store yet, so I look forward to that in one of the upcoming updates. We also don't have Teams or chat here. That's something to come, which I'm really interested in as well. So that about does it for this update, guys. This is a really first look at Windows 11, and I'm excited to see what the future holds for it. Let me know in the comment section down below what you like about this update. What's your favourite thing about Windows 11? And yeah, I really do hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will catch you in the next one. Adios.